cases and MagSafe compatible chargers from ESR up next. Welcome and thanks for watching. If you could do me a huge favor and mash that subscribe button, tap the bell to get notified when I post new content, and give this video a thumbs up, I'd very much appreciate it. So today I'm going to take a look at a few cases for your iPhone 12 Pro Max and a couple of MagSafe compatible wireless chargers for your car from ESR. Now this is the first time I'm looking at accessories from ESR, and I'd like to thank the fine folks over at ESR for sending these accessories over to review. So let's go ahead and get started with the cases. So let's see, we got ESR actually sent over 3 cases. This one looks like it's the Cloud series case, and this is a blue silicone case. Looks like dark blue. Actually has a nice feel to it. There's some literature. And it looks like a silicone dark blue case. Inside is a nice suede. I'm going to put the phone in here. And I haven't gotten a Apple silicone case, but I would think this is very similar to those. The buttons are really clicky on here. Up and down, openings for the speakers and the ports. Looks like there's a bit of a couple holes for a lanyard if you want to use a lanyard. There is some minimal branding. It says ESR original since 2009, it looks like there on the side. I don't know if I'll be able to capture that, but it's a good looking case. There is some text here. It says drop guard protection around this bezel, and there is ample protection around the bezel for the camera and also around the front. So your phone will be protected whether it's face down or on its back. And this is, again, doesn't add too much bulk. It's a nice soft feeling silicone on here. And I think that's a pretty good looking case. And that's dark blue. It almost looks black. And this is the Cloud series case from ESR. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. And this looks to be a clear case. The same literature in there. This is the Air Armor case, and it is a clear case. Soft, flexible TPU sides, a rigid back. Let's go ahead and put the phone in here. And actually, that's a nice looking clear case. I wish I had this clear case for my clear case reviews. It's a good looking clear case. There is extra protection around the corners. Extra padded, so you're protected from drops. There is a good sized bezel around the cameras to keep your cameras protected. And there is a good front lip around to keep your screen protected. So again, as with most cases, you will be protected when your phone is face down and also on its back. The buttons remain nice and clicky. This doesn't add a whole lot of bulk to it except on the corner, so it does feel good in the hand. There are your openings for your lightning port and speakers, and there is some very minimal branding. Again, it says right there, ESR original since 2009. There is also some micro dot texturing to avoid the rainbow effect on the sides. And this is a nice rugged clear case actually. Again, I think that looks really good on the phone. Nice. Let's go ahead and check out the last case. There is some branding there too. It does say drop guard protection here on the bezel. And the last case. This looks to be the metal kickstand case. Let me set that there. Seems to be some instructions on there. It says here, do not use kickstand without phone in case, so they don't want you taking the kickstand and deploying it if you don't have a phone in the case. And it's probably because this case is really flexible. Again, looks to be TPU. On the back, I can see a bit of a microdot texture on the back to avoid that rainbow effect, and also on the sides. So there's microdot texture all around this case. Looks to be about the same build, except without the corners as the clear case. Let's go ahead and try this on the phone. I said it did look like it came with instructions, and yeah, it does say the same thing. Well, here it says, do not force the stand too far. It opens a maximum of 60 degrees. So make sure you don't open that too far, and it also has cleaning instructions. So this is a cool case. I really do like the phones with the metal kickstand. I looked at a Spigen one in my clear case review, and this looks to be at least the same quality. It does have some subtle branding. Again, here it says ESR, original since 2009, and the same text around the camera bezel. It says drop guard protection. Buttons are clicky. Looks to be some air pockets or air pillows in the corners to provide drop protection, moderate drop protection. This isn't that rugged of a case, I don't think. Again, microdot texture to avoid the rainbow effect. The front of the phone is going to be well protected. There is a nice ridge around there, all around the front, and the back has the same protective bezel around the cameras as the other two. And again, this is the metal kickstand case from ESR. It's a good looking case. I like the way it looks, and of course the functionality. Let's open up that stand. So it says do not open too far. So I'm just going to let it go as far as it allows me to. And you have a few different viewing angles. That's with the stand all the way open, and then you can even go further down to about 30 degrees. Same functionality as the Spigen for the most part, but I think it really works well. And let's see if it can be used in vertical mode, and yes it can. So that's a cool looking kickstand case. So these are some great functional cases from ESR. Let's go ahead and remove the case, because next we're going to be taking a look at some wireless MagSafe compatible chargers. And these are for the car. Let's go ahead and open up the boxed one first. And this is the HaloLock dashboard wireless charger, again from ESR. Let's go ahead and stack these over here on the side. Wireless charger, and I believe this will provide 7.5 watts of wireless charging. And that's if you provide a quick charge charger, which doesn't come in the box. So they're assuming you have your own charger for the car. I wish companies would stop doing that. This is like the second charger I looked at where they want you, actually the third, where they want you to provide your own charger. Now I can understand for phones, we get those a lot, but for people buying car chargers, it's not likely that they'll have one of those laying around. A charger for the car that either goes in the cigarette lighter or the plug. You just don't have a lot of those sitting around. Literature. And this is the charger itself. So no plug charger for your vehicle. You have to supply that on your own. And this is MagSafe compatible. So it says right there, requires caseless iPhone 12 or MagSafe HaloLock case. So they did not send me a HaloLock case to test this with. So it will work with your iPhone without a case. And it's gonna hold your phone. It actually seems like a pretty good grip. On the back it says original since 2009. That seems to be their motto. Now let me grab my iPhone MagSafe case since ESR didn't provide one. So I just grabbed my Apple MagSafe clear case. Let's go ahead and put the phone in there. You got the confirmation. And here's the ESR charger. And yes, it works. Actually seems pretty... Oop. Let's see. It seems pretty sturdy on there. I was able to jiggle it loose, but I might have knocked it loose. You know, the best thing. And so I can't get a confirmation. I don't know if it's going to give me a confirmation because I don't have a charger. Let me see if I can hook this up to an outlet charger just to see if it works. USB-C on that end. USB-C on that end. Let me go ahead and grab a charger. So I went ahead and grabbed a USB charger and we plugged this in, and it has notification LEDs on the side to let you know that it is plugged in. And when we add the phone, it does show that it's charging. And again, this is going to be 7.5 watt max charge with a compatible high-speed charger. QC3, I believe, should be fine, and you can get one of those for your car. And I'll put links in the description for those, just so you to make sure you can get the max charge available from this. Let's go ahead and actually set this up. Again, this comes with a dash mount. So there's kind of like a ball and socket here. This is actually extendable and you can move it around. So there's a lot of mounting angles with this one, with the dash mount. Put that in there, plug this in, again, ball and socket like joint. And you can extend it. Let me go ahead and suction cup, stick this to the table. Looks like it's holding pretty well. Then you can get this into, I actually like these because you can get these into any angle, really. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. And then you can just tighten everything down, even with the back mounting itself. Then you just add your iPhone. Let's tighten that down a little more. There you go, you have charging. And again, the real test will be a road test, but that looks like it's gonna stay on there pretty well. Now let's go ahead and open this one. I believe this is pretty much the same MagSafe compatible charger, but this one is not a dash mount like this. This one, I believe, is a vent mount. It comes with the same charger. So I'm not really going to take a look at that too much. I'll leave this on the side here. And same USB-C cord as the first one. And this is really the only difference, and this is the vent mounting option. So you can use this for your car vents. And you would just clip this to a vent, and it would actually attach the same way this one did. Let me take that off. I always forget, put this piece first and then put that in, and then you can tighten it down, and then you can just clip it to your vent with the clip there, and place this up against, so that doesn't up against the vent or the outside frame, so it doesn't move around too much. And again, same charging capacity, 7.5 watts, and it's MagSafe compatible. You will need to either, again, use your bare phone or your own MagSafe case. ESR does have their own case. I'm using an Apple Clear case here, and that works pretty well. Okay. Again, it looks like it's pretty sturdy there. I mean, the true test will be the road test. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Try this out, and I'll let you know how everything holds up, and if it does. Hopefully it does. So I set up the ESR wireless charger in the car. I have my iPhone 12 Pro Max with my MagSafe leather Apple case, and we're gonna stick in the charger, and we can see that it charges. So now comes the real road test. We're gonna see just how sturdy this is, and hopefully it stays on the mount. So we're on some pretty bumpy paved road here. It's probably about as bumpy as it's gonna get during this trip. What's cool about this charger, you can use it in portrait mode like this. You can also switch it and use it in landscape. So in case you want to have the maps and do navigation, you can do that. I really don't need navigation where I'm going. There's some pretty good bumps. Looks like it's holding it pretty well. We'll go check again when we get to the destination. But here's some more bumps. And I'd usually kind of slow down over these bumps, but we're trying to see how well this charger works. It seems to be holding up pretty well. So here we are, almost at our destination, and the iPhone seemed to stick well onto the car mount. Still charging. The magnets seem pretty strong as we pull into our destination. Everything seems to work pretty well. So that is a pretty good car charger. Strong magnets, MagSafe compatible. If you use a case, you will have to provide your own MagSafe case. Otherwise, you can use a bare iPhone so that it can work with this MagSafe compatible car mount charger. So that's going to do it for this video. Until the next one, please take care and be safe out there.